A CNN panel went completely off the rails. I mean, really off the rails, even for CNN, when a woman there said, you know, I used to think that this election really was about egg prices until I realized it was something else entirely. Yeah. Just watch.
Thought it was about eggs. Right. We're not talking about it. It was never about eggs. Yeah. It was about race. And if we're honest, if I see something, say something. We've been told that since we were kids. If you see something, say something. It's not about eggs. It's about making sure that there is white supremacy in this country. And if we're honest, we will say that. It is about making sure we will make sure that people who DEI is really all these code words. You used to use woke. I asked you to define what woke meant. You couldn't really define it for me. Tell me what it means again.
Woke ideology is taking extreme views of American culture and trying to tear down America from the inside out and go outside of our cultural norms and invade every corporation, university, and other institutions.
What is DEI?
That's incorrect.
Tell me that's incorrect. But what is DEI? Tell me again.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion, and trying to guarantee outcomes instead of guarantee opportunity.
Trump's cabinet looks like DEI.
I was speaking. If I could just
I do want us to not get off the rails because
she just said we're all white supremacists. We got to address this, don't we?
We have actually, believe it or not, a whole conversation on DEI coming up in the show.
Oh, good.
So they can't get away from this, right? They're trying to double down on this. They're trying to paint conservatives as bad, racist people that are white supremacists, etc. And it's like, guys, like, you lost on that, okay? Like, you got to actually reinvent here. What if we actually could really be a colorblind society and a real meritocracy? That's what we're going for, right? So they brought this woman in. Some Republicans recommended that this woman who is the governor, Kim Reynolds of Iowa, speak to everybody there on the Hill and talk about some of the programs that she was able to cut in the state of Iowa and save her state, her taxpayers, $200 million. So she's explaining this, you know, it can be done. I did it. You can do it too. And what does Iona Presley say? This is the Massachusetts woman who's a member of the squad. She brings it all right back to race, of course.
Governor Reynolds, my Republican colleagues invited you here today to promote what they see as a model of governance. Simply put, Republicans' vision of America is to be more like Iowa. Governor Reynolds, let's learn more about the state. Do you know what percentage of Iowans are white and what percentage are black?
I don't know the exact percentages, no. We're by far a larger percentage of white population.
That's correct. Iowa is 90% white and only 4.5% black. So that is drastically different from the national population. So when Republicans suggest Iowa should be a national model, they're advocating for a government that doesn't reflect our country. So let's talk about what this model of governance actually means in practice. In Iowa, you signed State Senate Bill 2385 to eliminate more than 80 state boards and commissions, including those representing Black Iowans, Latinos, women, people with disabilities, and Asian, Pacific Islanders, communities that are marginalized and vulnerable and have fought for decades to have a seat at the table. Now, Republicans call this fiscal responsibility. I just call it erasure. Governor Reynolds, the Iowa Legislative Services Agency conducted a nonpartisan analysis of that bill. Do you know how much money was saved when you eliminated those commissions?
Actually, it was not about saving money. It was about putting more resources behind the Department of Human Rights so that we could actually provide them more.
Oh, she doesn't want to hear the answer. You get it? I mean, just the squad lady gets to talk. That's the way it goes, right? And if you really think about what she's saying, just for a minute, isn't Presley actually kind of insulting an entire population of people? In other words, she's saying America can't do what Iowa did. We can't actually cut its budget because you don't have any black people there. Are you telling me that like black people need transfer payments? That's what this is about? We can't just actually be that real meritocracy that we all should want to be. And by the way, Martin Luther King wanted us to be, Junior. I mean, it's actually, if you think about the essence of what Iona Presley was saying, that in and of itself is discriminatory and wrong. And all they want are more handouts, handouts, handouts. That's what the squad wants. And that's what they're going to push for. And I'm just being a realist. I mean, I'm telling you, it's not working. You should have listened to me, guys, like way back when I said, first of all, do not run Joe Biden. I'd primary him so fast. And, nobody listened to that. And how can you not get that it's the economy, stupid? And don't sit there and tell me that there's no inflation because wages are going up when you don't bother to look at the real wages, which are adjusted for inflation. These people are a bunch of idiots, and they're mad because Americans have finally figured it out.